So the types of cosmetics used by ancient Egyptians is eye gold, green malachite for the eyes, and red blah.
Wait lang, wait lang. Wait lang. Wait lang.
Seven.
1 minute.
1, 2, 3, go. Good morning, everyone. Today, 1, 2, 3, go. Good morning, everyone. Today, we will be talking about the history of cosmetics. Cosmetics has been part of human life for thousands of years. And now, let's go back and talk about the ancient era.
So today we'll walk through the ancient era, starting off in ancient Egypt. So the types of cosmetics used by ancient Egyptians is eye gold, green malachite for eyes, red ochre for lips and cheeks, scented oils, and skin creams. The materials they use were galena sulfide, malachite, red ochre, honey, plant oils, and animal fats. How they got the materials? They mined malachite and galena from the desert, collected red ochre from clay soils, and made oils by processing plants with animal fats. Why they use them is because they believe that eye makeup can protect them from evil spirits, and this also reflected their social status, while oils were used for moisturizing under the hot sun and for religious purification. Comparison to today, back then, mostly natural oils and fats were used for protection and religion, but now scientifically made and tested for safety, comfort, and style. Famous figures like Queen Cleopatra and Queen Nefertiti were known for their beauty rituals using eyeliner, colored pigments, and oils to highlight power and divinity. Now let's move on to the next age, the ancient Chinese. So the range of cosmetics used in ancient Chinese is white powders for faces, red rouge, black ink for eyebrows, and colored nail paints. The materials they use were rice powder, flower extracts, beeswax, egg whites, and gelatin. How they got the materials? They grinded rice into a fine powder, used flowers and pigs from gardens, and collected beeswax and egg whites from farms. Why they use them? They use them to show purity, grace, and high social rank because male skin was a good sign of welcome while colored nails showed nobility. Compared to today, back then makeup was handmade from natural items, but now makeup focuses on skin health, long-lasting color, and expression using safe lab-grade ingredients. A famous example is Empress Wu Zishan, who used white lead and pearl base, very luxurious but also very toxic ingredients that could lead to illness or early death.
And now, I'll be talking about the cosmetics during the ancient Greece and the Renaissance. Back then, people used white lead powder for their skin, red pigments for the lips and cheeks, and scented oils. The materials were made from white lead, olive oil, crushed berries, chalk, and beeswax. They got these materials by mining white lead and chalk, crushing berries for color, and extracting olive oil from trees. Why did they use them? They used them to look young, divine, and elegant. Pale skin was also a sign of nobility, and perfumes were linked to cleanliness and attractiveness. Comparison to today, beauty standards before focused on paleness, but some ingredients were toxic. But now, cosmetics use safe formulas that support diverse beauty for all skin tones. A famous example is Queen Elizabeth I of England. As you can see, she has a white face paint called Venetian Series made up of white lead and chalk. Sadly, this caused serious skin problems and health problems over time. And now, moving on to the Middle Era. Starting from the Middle Ages. During the Middle Ages, most cosmetics were homemade using natural ingredients. People made their own face powder, lip colors, and hair treatments. Sadly, the church viewed this as common, but some still persisted in its beliefs. For face powder, a pale face with status, women achieved it with these ingredients, white lead or breadcrumbs and milk mixed with rose water. And for lip colors, colors were created from crushed fruits and parts of plant. And for hair treatments, golden hair was the goal of most people, white ashes and licorice root. And for conditioners, it is mixtures of wildflower, seeds, and willow leaves. A noble woman's beauty routine was long. She used powders, dyes, and scented oils, but some ingredients were toxic. Today, makeup is safely made in laboratories and celebrates all kinds of beauty. What remains the same is that people still use cosmetics to feel confident and express themselves.
So now let's move on to the Victorian era. So during the Victorian era, women aimed for a natural pale lip that symbolized wealth and purity. Cosmetics were used sparingly, but many contained toxic ingredients such as lead, mercury, and arsenic. For complexion and skincare, pale skin was fashionable. Women used zinc oxide powder for whiteness, egg whites to lighten the skin, and cold cream to cleanse and moisturize. For makeup and color, for a light flush, they used peach red pigments such as rouge. Some women with their lips or even touch their cheeks for natural colors. Mercury and lead-based products were used for dramatic eye effects, though it was very dangerous. So the danger is in that cosmetics from the Victorian era is that many beauty products were poisonous, causing skin damage and health problems. Items like arsenical wafers were even eaten to improve complexion despite being harmful. One famous example is Lily Langtura, who helped makeup become even more accepted. Langtura popularized light powders and rouge among high society. And another example is Queen Victoria from the 1819 to 1901 set the standard by calling heavy makeup vulgar. She promoted a clean, heavy, natural image, but ironically, women still use dangerous ingredients to copy that look.
And now moving on to the modern and present era, starting from the 19th century. During the 19th century, people used face powder, blush, lipstick, perfume, and soap. Types of chemicals they used were lead, mercury, zinc, arsenic, oils from plants, and animal fats. We got this by mining minerals like lead and zinc and made oils from plants and animal fats. Why did they use them? People wanted to look pale, clean, and fancy. Pale skin showed that person was rich and didn't have to work outside. Comparison to today, makeup then had more tools and often cost more. Now, makeup is safe, tested, and made to protect and care for the skin. A famous example is Queen Queen Victoria.
So Queen Victoria's reign lasted from 1837 to 1901. So that means her rule started and ended within the 19th century. So technically, the Victorian era is part of the 19th century. But historians treated the Victorian era as its own era or special period because the Queen Victoria's influence on culture, fashion, and beauty was so huge that it shaped the whole age.
And now, moving on to the next century, which is the 20th century.
So in the 20th century, cosmetics became a global trend thanks to Hollywood fashion and media. People started to use lipstick, mascara, eyeshadow, foundation, blush, and nail polish for self-expression rather than just status. How they got the materials? Factories made cosmetics using new machines and chemical ingredients. Why they use them? They use them because makeup became so popular for self-expression. Movies, fashions, and famous examples of people influenced beauty trends. Comparison to today, back then, beauty was based on movie stars and was popular. But now, beauty is about being yourself and feeling confident. One example of a beauty icon is Marilyn Monroe, who helped popularize the glamorous Hollywood look, red lips, winged eyeliner, glowing skin, and flawless foundation.
And now, lastly, moving to the 19th and into the 21st century, makeup has become more diverse, creative, and safe. Types of cosmetics like BB creams, lip tints, highlighters, eyebrow gels, skincare makeup, and gender-free products. Materials or chemicals used for natural extracts, vitamin, sunscreen, or SPF, and eco-friendly, cruelty-free, and vegan ingredients. We got these materials from plants and safe lab-made ingredients from around the world. Why use them? People use makeup to show creativity, boost confidence, and express themselves. Social media also helps spread trends. In comparison to today, before people focused more on looks and glamour. Nowadays, people care about skin health, self-expression, and protecting the environment. A great example is Kylie Jenner. As a founder of Kylie Cosmetics, whose skincare started a huge trend. In conclusion, cosmetics have changed a lot through history. Long ago, people used natural but sometimes very toxic ingredients that may lead to death. Today, makeup is safer and more creative. Even though the goal is still to look good, cosmetics now also show personality, style, and trends. So thank you so much for listening to our presentation. Thank you so much, and God bless you.